So I think that brings us to, in addition to that multiculturalism liaison officer, the role of the teacher, right?
Yeah.
So there are a lot of different, I guess, assumptions and stereotypes that come along with being an immigrant or being, being new to Canada. So understanding that, you know, your experience as an educator, you've seen that sometimes, you know, there may be a lack of understanding when folks are new to the country of how the education system works, and you use that really key word, charting, to chart the path of their child throughout the education system moving forward. So when we talk about the role of teachers, what role do you see teachers playing when it comes to supporting a healthy pathway towards success for newcomer and immigrant students in Ottawa?
Yeah, so I can say a lot about that because that's a lot of what I did, and I know that a lot of my colleagues in ESL and ELD do that, right?
Yeah.
So what's really different about an ESL or ELD teacher in the school system, it's like teachers of students with special needs, is that half of your job is advocacy and translating the system for students and parents. So we really are much more than classroom teachers. Like ESL and ELD teachers will be constantly also doing a lot of that liaison work. We spent, and so when I was in Teachers College, one of the educational administration course we took, the key text was called In Loco Parentis, right? In the Education Act, the teacher is in the place of the parent. So the parent brings their child to school and entrusts them to our care. And legally and morally, we are in the position of the parent. And we should treat these children with the regard as though we're their parents, right? And for an ESL or ELD teacher, we do that like times 100. And I have students who used to call me mom, right? Because they forget, right? Because you become so parental with them. Their needs are great. Their needs are far more than intellectual. Their needs are even more than most teenagers. Their needs are social and emotional and psychological. And so you end up being many things to them, a guidance counselor and a teacher and a quasi-parent and an older sister and all these things, right? And we end up advocating within the system for these students a lot, which is a very interesting position to be in because we end up often being seen as really vocal, right, in the school system where traditionally a teacher just taught her classes and submitted some marks. But ESL and ELD teachers tend to open their mouths a lot and advocate for students who aren't being served well or families who aren't being served as well as they could be by the system. And we do it and we're passionate about it and we're often censured for it as well.